What's up, guys? If you have back pain, then this video is for you. We're gonna hop right into this follow along stretch routine, starting with a child's pose. Feel free to hang out and relax, or add some simple rocks like I'm doing here, swaying from side to side. Again, I'm just moving slightly because I just started this stretch, so I want to take it easy. Focus on breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, and every time you breathe, focus on where you're trying to bring that oxygen to. If you have pain, I always visualize bringing the oxygen to the area of pain, and I visualize the blood circulating and helping me fight the inflammation and ridding of some of that pain. Now go ahead and bring your arms behind you and bring your forehead or top of your head to the floor, lifting your hips off the ground. This pulls your shoulder blades apart and should feel like a really good stretch in your upper back. Again, just focus on your breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and hang out here for a second. Once you're done, we're going to slide back into a child's pose and reach over to your left side. This allows us to focus on opening up our right side body and your right hip. Sometimes tight hips can be a reason why we have back pain or a tight lower back. So sometimes relieving that and the areas around it will also relieve the area of pain. A couple more breaths, and then we're going to slide on over to our right side. Again, now focusing on our left side body, opening up our obliques and our hip and underneath the shoulder area. Again, we're just gonna hang out here for a few breaths and now walk back to the center, ending in one last child's pose. Breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth to push on up so we can transition into our next stretch. We're gonna go ahead and start our spinal twist now. With your core on the ground, you're gonna go ahead and lift that right foot and bring it to the opposite side of you. Now you wanna make sure to press your left ear and your left shoulder into the ground. If the shoulder comes off the ground, you're missing out on half of the stretch. And if you wanna deepen this stretch, go ahead and bring your arm up and place it behind your spine. Now you are going deeper into the whole front body. And this should feel really good on your lower spine as well. Let's transition to the other side, bringing the left foot up and over behind you. Now pressing your right shoulder and your right ear into the ground. A couple of deep breaths. And again, if you want to increase the difficulty, go ahead and lift up that left arm. See how I'm pinching my shoulder blades together and placing my hand behind my back. Also, yes, I know my tag has been sticking out this whole video and it's been bothering me, but here we are. I didn't want to refilm it. Anyways, let's move on to the next stretch here. Another spinal twist, this time sitting on our heels and placing the left arm to the right knee, looking over our right shoulder and placing our right hand behind us. As you can see, every time I inhale, I am expanding my core, filling it with oxygen, and every time I exhale, I am contracting my core. Breathing is almost like a workout. But yes, I hope you're enjoying this twist on the other side with your right hand going over to that left knee. Let's go ahead and come on out of that one and transition one more time. Like I said, sometimes a tight lower back can be from tight hips or tight glutes. So now we're gonna go into my favorite stretch, which is the pigeon pose. Bringing your right knee forward towards your right wrist and trying to bring your right toes towards your left wrist. Again, if you're ready to increase the difficulty, you can bring your forehead to the floor, making a pillow out of your arms. If you're not here today, it's okay. This stretch is meant to be more relieving, so if you're experiencing any pain, you've gone too far. Take a few more deep breaths, and on your next exhale, go ahead and push on up, and we're just gonna transition to the other side, bringing that left knee up towards your left wrist and your right foot towards your right wrist. If you want to increase the difficulty, you can also bring your foot towards the top of the mat. That will actually deepen the stretch in your outer left glute. But if you're not there, again, just go ahead and bring your chest to the floor, making a pillow out of your forearms. Hanging out here for just a few breaths. Go ahead and take your exhale, pushing yourself up, for yet another stretching transition. If your body's feeling up for this one, let's go ahead and hop into a quick upward dog, squeezing your glutes. Only we are going to twist to one side to stretch our hips out one more time and recenter, pushing back into a child's pose. This is literally the best stretch anytime you have back pain. So if you guys are ever in a rush and you're in pain, I just recommend hitting this one. Again, focusing on bringing that oxygen towards your lower back, getting the blood circulating, helping heal your own body. Although I am not a certified yoga teacher, I am a huge believer in the power of stretching and breath work, as it has helped me in the past. So here I am sharing what has worked for me with you guys. Go ahead and roll on back into this tuck position where you bring your knees to your chest, and if you can, bring your nose to your knees. It's a huge relief on the whole spine, especially the lower back. Go ahead and extend that right leg out and bring your left knee across your body, looking over your left shoulder, extending your left arm out. This is a great spinal twist. Again, you should feel a huge relief in the lower spine. I don't know about you guys, but anytime I experience back pain, it mainly is in the lower back. I do have shoulder pain, but that's another story. Let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Extend that left leg, bring the right knee across your body, look over your right shoulder and extend that right arm out. Again, focus on that breath. You should be using your core. And for me, when I focus on my breath in these spinal twists, I actually pop my back by myself a lot and it feels great. So I hope that helps you guys. Anyways, come on out. We are just about to be done here. Go ahead and add a little rock in to sit on up, or a few rocks in. Actually, this feels so good. I finally got myself a good yoga mat. So even though I'm on the cement, this feels amazing. And I did more than I planned, and then I hung out there again. So you guys can too. Happy baby pose is next. I know it can be an awkward stretch, but oh my gosh, talk about opening up the hips and spine and rocking side to side. All you do here is lay flat and grab the outside of both of your feet, trying to pull your knees down to the ground. Sorry, I know it's awkward. Maybe don't do this stretch in public, but you know, no one was at the pool when I started doing this stretch. Here we are. Hold for a few, relax, enjoy, and we're gonna come on up in just a few more breaths. Go ahead and relax, bringing those knees together and tucking and rolling up into a little boat position. It's kind of like a modified hollow hold position. So if you don't have a full hollow hold, this is a great place to start. It just teaches you to engage your abs. And sometimes we have back pain because we weren't activating our abs when we should have been. Seated pike stretches are great, obviously for the back, but also for the hamstrings. And if you want a deeper stretch, you can flex your feet, but I was feeling very relaxed, so I stayed with my toes pointed and I just went up and down for a few reps before I sank into the final hold. Again, focusing on breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. For those of you who have tight hamstrings, this one could be tough. It's okay if you cannot bring your forehead all the way to your legs today, but maybe set that as a goal and come back to this video as often as you need. Let's go ahead and hop into a seated butterfly position, pushing your legs down to the ground, rocking side to side, just trying to open up those hips one last time. And if you'd like, you can hit a seated cat-cow where you just arch and then hollow your spine, bringing your chin to chest. Feels so good. Reach on up, and if you can, fold forward while trying to keep your spine as flat as possible. You don't want to be too rounded. And if you can, make a pillow out of your forearms once again. But if you're not there today, it's okay. If you're feeling up for it, let's go ahead and finish strong with some gentle neck rolls. Anytime I do neck rolls, I'm very calm with it, slightly swaying side to side. And I actually rarely ever do full circles. So I typically lean my head forward, bring my chin to my chest, focusing on the back of my neck, and then I'll lift my head back to focus on the front body. But for some reason, I don't do the rolls. Anyways, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed. Let's go ahead and recenter those vibes and come back next time. I love you all. The support has been great, and I'll see you again soon.